Got him out. Oh my gosh! Oh! Tiger shark!
Shark sightings come in all shapes and sizes, but today, we're focusing on the encounters that strike the most fear into the hearts of humans. These magnificent creatures are undeniably awe-inspiring, yet it's completely natural to feel a jolt of terror when faced with a shark's gaping maw, especially if it's headed straight for you. Join me as we dive into the depths and uncover the 20 scariest shark sightings ever recorded, exploring what makes these moments so unforgettable. Number 20. The Coast Guard footage. In this captivating video, we witness a brave Coast Guard team performing a rescue mission in the vast expanse of the ocean. As the rescue unfolds, a gigantic shark gracefully glides past the upper right corner of the screen, reminding us of the incredible diversity of marine life that inhabits our planet's waters. Did you know that some sharks can grow to be over 60 feet long? This particular shark seems to have markings similar to those of a great white shark. It's fascinating to observe the unique characteristics and features of different shark species. The video also highlights how much of the ocean remains unexplored, with only 5% of it having been charted so far. This leaves a vast possibility for discovering new species, such as the rumored megasharks. It's worth noting that the Discovery Channel has been a great source of information on marine life. In fact, their footage showcasing a colossal shark raises questions about its authenticity. However, given the reputable source of the footage, it is highly unlikely that it has been manipulated in any way. It's amazing how realistic and awe-inspiring the shark looks. Number 19. Shark encounter in murky waters off Magnetic Island. In 2015, the state government recorded numerous catches of shark species, including bull sharks, hammerheads, and spot-tail sharks, around Magnetic Island. Florence Bay and Alma Bay were hotspots, each with 12 tiger shark catches. The warm waters surrounding Magnetic Island are a known tiger shark habitat, according to Professor Cullen Simpendorfer, director of the Center for Sustainable Tropical Fisheries and Aquaculture. The baited drumlines, part of a government-sponsored effort to reduce the population of large, dangerous sharks, are designed to trap sharks while they feed. Last year, 11 sharks, including 5 tiger sharks and 3 bull sharks, were caught off the strand. At Palarenda, only 3 sharks were captured. Chris Watts, the acting manager of the Queensland Shark Control Program, warned swimmers that drumlines are not foolproof. These lines consist of a hook hung from a plastic float anchored to the seafloor. Private contractors inspect them every other day in good weather. Despite these measures, Tom Jelling of Pleasure Divers, who offers dives off Magnetic Island, reported encountering only 1 bull shark and 1 tiger shark in his years of diving. Number 18. Massive shark swims by ship. Researchers were left speechless when they spotted a prehistoric-sized shark lazily swimming near their ship. Alex Albrecht, a student of marine biodiversity and musician, noticed the shark from the mast of the SSV Corwith Kramer, approximately 100 miles off the Woods Hole community in Falmouth. The sheer size of the creature as it glided effortlessly through the water left the entire crew in awe. It moved with a majestic grace, its massive dorsal fin cutting through the surface like a knife. For a moment, the crew imagined what it must have been like during the time of megalodons, when even larger predators ruled the seas. The encounter sparked discussions about how such gentle giants like basking sharks could survive in today's ever-changing oceans. While megalodons, the largest sharks ever, are extinct, some scholars believe they could have measured more than 30 feet in length, with some estimates exceeding 80 feet. The giant shark in the viral TikTok footage was identified as a basking shark. Despite its intimidating appearance, basking sharks, which can grow up to 26 feet long, are harmless. As the second largest shark species, their peaceful demeanor contrasts sharply with their massive size, offering a reminder of the vast and varied life in our oceans. Number 17. World record-size hammerhead shark. Greg Norman, better known as the Great White Shark on the golf course, is also an accomplished angler. His battle with a hammerhead shark, rumored to be the largest ever, is the stuff of legend. The hammerhead was so massive that its dorsal fin alone looked like a sail gliding through the water. The strength of the shark was unparalleled, testing not only Norman's equipment but also his endurance as it repeatedly dove and surged with immense power. At one point, the boat tilted precariously, forcing Norman and Jorgensen to brace themselves to avoid capsizing. The tension was palpable as the line strained under the weight of the gigantic predator. While fishing off Florida on his 41-foot boat, Norman and Joshua Jorgensen of Blacktip spotted a massive hammerhead chasing a blacktip shark. Using a drone, they captured the hammerhead, releasing the blacktip after consuming a 36-kilogram meal. Norman donned fishing gear and engaged the shark in a grueling fight, letting it tow the boat to wear it down. After an hour, they brought the shark to the boat before releasing it. Norman once fought a great white shark for nearly 5 hours on 50-pound test line, estimating its weight at over 2,000 pounds. His expertise with large fish is nothing short of extraordinary. Number 16. Shark gets stuck in cage. A great white shark off the coast of Mexico created a nightmare scenario when it broke the air supply to a submerged cage containing 4 divers and then forced its gigantic body inside through the open top. This terrifying event occurred last month near Guadalupe Island, about 25 kilometers west of Baja California's town of Ensenada. Divers from the Nautilus Explorer were in a tall, open-topped cage equipped with an upper viewing platform called a balcony. Fresh air was supplied via a hose from the ship. Dive Master Yen and 3 others were in the cage, with a chum bag attached to attract sharks. A 4.7-meter-long shark bit through the air hose, creating a burst of air bubbles. Yen quickly activated an emergency air valve, ensuring the diver's safety. In an extraordinary twist, the shark swam into the cage from the balcony, trapping itself. While Yen kept above the thrashing shark, the other divers took cover beneath it. Even after surfacing, the shark remained trapped, making escape a challenge. This harrowing experience highlighted the unpredictable nature of these apex predators and the dangers of diving in shark-inhabited waters. Now it's time for today's topic. Australian authorities have long battled the challenge of intercepting illegal immigrant boats attempting to reach their shores. Due to the vast expanse of their coastal waters, they rely heavily on a network of sonar buoys placed randomly across the ocean to detect incoming vessels. Recently, one of these buoys began transmitting unusual signals, massive objects moving rapidly toward the coast, only to vanish without a trace. Despite numerous patrols, no boats were ever found. Determined to uncover the mystery, authorities deployed a state-of-the-art underwater drone to investigate. What it captured defied all expectations. The drone recorded a colossal shark, dwarfing even the largest known great whites. Its jagged teeth, larger than anything on record, and its sheer size suggested a predator from the depths of prehistory. Moments later, the drone's feed abruptly cut out. When the damaged drone was retrieved, it bore the unmistakable marks of a powerful bite, its metal casing crushed as if it were paper. The footage has sparked heated debate among marine biologists and the public alike. Some claim it's evidence of a surviving megalodon, a prehistoric shark believed to have gone extinct millions of years ago. Others argue it could be an unusually massive great white or a previously undiscovered species. Whatever the truth, one thing is clear: the ocean still holds secrets that challenge everything we think we know. Number 15. Deep Blue Shark. Deep Blue has a length of 6 meters, a height of 2.5 meters, and a mass of 2,268 kilograms. The fins and teeth of this gigantic beast are razor-sharp. Female great white sharks tend to be larger and more solitary than their male counterparts. They give birth along the coasts but stay deep underwater during pregnancy. The name Deep Blue wasn't coined until the 1990s, and only in 2013 were photographs and videos taken of the largest great white shark ever recorded. Marine biologist and shark movement expert Mauricio Hoyos Padilla and his colleagues were out on the water conducting research when they spotted Deep Blue swimming near their vessel. "It's the largest female I've ever seen," Padilla exclaimed. Diver and videographer Michael Meyer captured the momentous encounter on film. "Everything was very well prepared, and the whole team felt safe," Meyer said. "On the second day, I was swimming around as we waited. However, suddenly she appeared. Deep Blue was not at all anxious and simply swam in circles around them. At that point, they saw just how massive she truly was. Deep Blue, the shark, was seen swimming around the boat's cage for a bit before disappearing into the distance." Padilla ended up getting a high five and a hug from the ocean's monarch. What's your opinion on this? Drop your comment in the section below. You can also help us out by giving us a like and subscribing to this page. Number 14. Megalodon sighting caught on camera. Despite the claims of hoaxes like Megalodon, the monster shark lives, and Megalodon, the new evidence, the Megalodon has been extinct for millions of years. Our best estimates place the extinction of this species at around 1.6 million years ago, when the changing marine environment could no longer sustain such massive animals. That's not a Greenland shark, it's a Pacific sleeper shark, Somniosus pacificus, a close relative of the more well-known species. Reports of a 50-foot shark discovered 1 mile down in the Mariana Trench initially led several people to suspect a Pacific sleeper shark. However, the Pacific sleeper shark is typically only 20 feet long, and the depicted shark was at least 50 feet long, so that explanation doesn't hold water. The approximate length was derived from the 10-foot span of the enclosure. This deep-sea observation, while unusual, is nothing out of the norm because Pacific sleepers, or mud sharks, are common in cold, deep seas from Japan to Baja California. Number 13. Diver fights off great white shark. In a heart-stopping encounter, a courageous fisherman faced off against a great white shark that repeatedly lunged at him for a nerve-wracking 9 minutes. Although the video has been edited down, it still captures the intensity of the standoff between man and beast. On September 7th, Joe Petrovich and his friends were spearfishing while diving off the coast of Perth, Australia. However, their underwater adventure took a dangerous turn when Joe found himself in a precarious situation. He almost became the prey instead of the predator. Joe's fishing adventure took an unexpected turn when he ventured 300 meters away from the boat in search of pink snapper. Suddenly, a massive 4.5-meter-long shark, weighing around 400 kilograms, made its presence known. As soon as the video starts rolling, we witness a fascinating moment where the shark curiously approaches Joe and tilts its head to assess his defenses. It's a reminder of how these creatures are intelligent and curious beings, constantly exploring their surroundings. In a split second, Joe managed to defend himself by using his gun to deflect the shark's bite, which could have been fatal. It was a close call, but Joe's quick thinking and reflexes saved him from harm. This encounter serves as a stark reminder of the dangers lurking beneath the ocean surface and the importance of being prepared for unexpected situations. Number 12. Shark caught on GoPro. As they were exploring the vast expanse of the ocean and scouring the outer reefs for hidden treasures, Nathan Granite, a brave 8-year-old, found himself in a bit of a pickle when a 5-foot reef shark decided he looked like a tasty snack. Will Nathan survive? Tune in to find out. Once upon a time, Nate found himself face to face with a hungry shark. In a panic, he held out his trusty spear for protection. But fear not, for Nate's big brother, Holden, was there to save the day. With lightning-fast reflexes, Holden handed Dad a spear, and together they fended off the ferocious fish. It was a battle for the ages, but our heroes emerged victorious. Looks like the Bahamian sharks have been taking some serious notes from their American counterparts. Locals point fingers at renegade shark feeding operations from the U.S. for turning their once friendly sharks into hostile, human-hungry beasts. Watch out, folks, these sharks mean business. Well, it's not like the attacker was provoked by a squirrel or anything. It just decided to go for it. Despite the close call, Nathan was undeterred and dove back into the water the very next day, ready to soak up all the underwater beauty. Who needs land when you've got colorful fish and coral to keep you company? Number 11. Biggest great white ever. An experienced shark hunter is using Gumtree to sell the body of a great white shark that is 5 meters in length, frozen for $30,000. Most of Vic Hislop's life has been spent hunting sharks, and now he is selling a prized capture he made in Hervey Bay, Queensland, in 1988. The experienced fisherman has been keeping the gigantic apex predator in a refrigerated trailer in his backyard for the past 8 years, but now wants to find a new home for it. The Gumtree advertisement said, "Now is your chance to own it and reap the rewards as a traveling display, or use your imagination, even pride and joy in your man cave." As reported by Riptide magazine, after almost 20 years of performing at Mr. Hislop's eccentric shark show on Airlie Beach, the shark was moved to his home via trailer. "It's been in my backyard ever since the shark show in Airlie closed," Mr. Hislop said. "It's not easy to get rid of that kind of thing. The electricity bill alone is several $1,000s a year. However, there have been some hiccups in the process of selling a decomposing frozen fish that has been a protected species for almost 15 years on a classifieds website. After shark conservationist Madison Stewart contacted the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries about the item, Gumtree removed the listing. Number 10. Tiger shark. The black vertical stripes that give tiger sharks their name appear most frequently on youngsters. The lines on these sharks gradually fade and disappear as they get older. These big, snub-nosed predators have a well-deserved reputation for being dangerous when it comes to humans. Only great white sharks can compare. However, unlike great whites, which often swim away after biting a human, this species has a nearly undiscerning palate. They have keen eyesight and a potent sense of smell, making them expert foragers. Their jaws are strong, and their sharp, serrated teeth can easily break through the shells of marine turtles and clams. Tiger sharks that have been caught have been found to have eaten everything from stingrays and sea snakes to seals and birds, squid, and even license plates and tires. Yummy! Tiger sharks can be found around the world in both tropical and subtropical waters. Large examples can reach lengths of 6 to 8 meters and weights of over 861 kilograms. Their livers, which are rich in vitamin A and refined into vitamin oil, are among the most frequently taken parts of the animal. They have very low spawning success, making them potentially vulnerable to overfishing across their range. They are classified as nearly extinct. Number 9. Diver narrowly escapes great white shark. A scuba diver was on a diving tour of great white shark habitats when one of the sharks broke through the bars of the cage and struggled for about a minute before freeing itself, allowing the diver to escape. The scuba instructor by profession and advertising executive in Shanghai, Chan Ming, was one of roughly 20 people on a 5-day cruise from Ensenada, Mexico, to Guadalupe Island. As the cage began to shake violently, the divers on board could only watch in horror, their breaths held in suspense. The sound of metal creaking under pressure added to the tension as the shark's thrashing tail sent waves crashing against the boat. Chan remained remarkably composed, capturing every heart-pounding second with his camera, which later became vital evidence of the encounter. The shark's sheer size and strength were a grim reminder of the power lurking beneath the waves. Mr. Chan, 51, dove into the ocean on October 5th with a camera in hand with the express aim of filming sharks. To get a better look, he stepped inside the enclosure. An encounter between a juvenile great white shark and a tuna fisherman was filmed and later posted online. While Mr. Chan was inside the cage, the shark made a mid-air attack, slapping against the bars and entering. The footage was shot by the creator of the Gabe and Garrett YouTube channel, a kids channel focused on exciting adventures. An interview with the boy's father, who only gave his first name, Brian, for fear of reprisal, revealed that 2 divers had exited the water roughly 2 minutes prior to the incident, which he described as good timing on their part. Number 8. Man fights off great white shark. This is so scary. They were about to have a great time with friends, as one does, meeting to chat about everything under the sun. Little did they know that these waters were infested with sharks. In the video, we see the first man smiling at his friends before he jumped into the water. As he swam, the mood shifted when he noticed a shadow moving beneath him, circling ominously. The shark, with its powerful body and sharp dorsal fin cutting through the water, closed in with chilling precision. His instincts kicked in, and he managed to position himself defensively, using his arms and legs to push away the predator. Despite its size and strength, he refused to give in, delivering a well-placed kick that startled the shark momentarily. Thankfully, he had a camera to capture everything he saw. The camera suddenly showed a shark, and in that instant, the man must have been extremely scared. But he wasn't going to let fear take hold. He began struggling with the shark. The suspenseful footage shows only the reaction of the water to his movements. He would become the most courageous man of the day and someone to look up to when telling his story to others. He fought a shark and escaped its grasp. He was also quick to get out of the water. This moment was both a lesson in survival and a test of bravery, one he passed with flying colors. Number 7. Megalodon could live in the Mariana Trench. Only twice in human history have divers ventured to the depths of Challenger Deep. It's a harsh environment that no predatory shark would feel comfortable in. Even Megalodon wouldn't bother with the small amphipods that live down there. Deep-sea fish start to appear at depths of about 13,000 feet, but even they can't provide enough food for a Megalodon. The deepest depth to which whales are known to dive is roughly 8,000 feet, so we'd need to head up there if we wanted to uncover anything that might tempt a 60-foot Megalodon to attack. A Megalodon would have little trouble eating a sperm whale. The ancient predatory sperm whale Livyatan melvillei had teeth almost a foot long and was a direct competitor to Megalodon. Before the mass extinction of the Megalodon, the species had already adapted to deep water. This suggests that the Megalodon population thriving at extreme depths survived environmental changes that caused the extinction of shallower water sharks. Between the Mexican mainland and the Baja Peninsula lies the Sea of Cortez, a region rumored to host giant sharks. Its maximum depth is thought to be close to 10,000 feet. For decades, there have been whispers of giant sharks in the area. Could the Megalodon still be alive and well in these hidden depths? Number 6. Great white shark. A great white shark swam inches away from a caged diver, sending him into a panic to swim for safety. The small, opaque box that Jimmy Partington was in capsized as the 4.88-meter beast leapt at it from below, leaving him vulnerable to further attacks. This shocking underwater encounter was captured on camera from multiple perspectives, showing Partington within the cage as it floated on the ocean. Beginning the footage, Partington crouched in the cage with his snorkel and flippers in hand. While most shark diving cages are constructed of metal and submerged underwater, Partington's appeared to be made of a sturdy plastic. Drone footage showed the shark approaching and swimming menacingly around the cage, where Partington waited. The clarity of the image through the water was astounding. The massive ocean predator circled closer and closer to the transparent cage, making Partington appear small. The shark quickly began to focus on the caged diver. Several times, it swam dangerously close to the cage before swerving away, as if sizing up its potential meal. Number 5. Great shark coming up. This episode demonstrates the inherent risk that comes with sharing the ocean with marine animals. Even though she had everything she needed for her dive, she ended up having an encounter with an unexpected guest in the form of a shark. As she floated in the water, the shark swam curiously around her, its movements surprisingly graceful and non-threatening. Its shimmering skin reflected the sunlight, creating a mesmerizing display that momentarily distracted her from any fear. The diver noted how the shark's behavior was more inquisitive than aggressive, a gentle reminder that these creatures are often misunderstood. At one point, the young shark nudged her hand lightly, as though asking for a connection. When engaging in activities that include water, it is a good idea to keep in mind that one should always exercise caution and respect for the natural environment. Have you seen this amazing video of a shark? It's even more adorable than a box full of fluffy kittens. The woman was so taken with the lovable critter that she wanted to stroke its head because it was so cute. It appears to be a young shark based on the fact that it does not have any teeth. Number 4. Six-gill shark. Incredible footage of a close encounter with a prehistoric shark species known as the blunt-nosed six-gill has been acquired by a team of researchers. The Florida State University group, led by Dean Grubbs, was diving in the Nadir submersible as part of an OceanX trip to tag one of the sharks in its natural habitat. One of the researchers in the film can be heard describing the enormous female bluntnose, one of the largest sharks in the world, as definitely bigger than the sub is long. During one of the dives, a crew member exclaimed, "My goodness, that is amazing," while another was heard exclaiming, "This is a monster." The crew of the submarine was clearly stunned by the encounter. "She's a big girl." The shark even tried to eat Nadir's spear rifle at one point. The blunt-nosed Hexanchus gracilis shark belongs to a family that has been around for 180 million years, as evidenced by its occurrence in the fossil record. In fact, experts believe it to be the oldest known shark family. Because of their 6 huge, obvious gill slits, they are easily identifiable. The average shark only has 5. Number 3. The legendary hornet breach. The sheer magnitude of this fish is just breathtaking. To hold one is truly remarkable. You probably weren't aware of this, but some of the largest fish in the world can reach lengths of several meters and weigh more than a ton. Not only are these majestic creatures stunning in size, but they also play a crucial role in preserving the delicate balance within our ocean ecosystems. They serve as apex predators, keeping populations of other marine species in check and ensuring the health of coral reefs and seagrass beds. Observing them in their natural habitat offers a glimpse into the intricate web of marine biodiversity. These sharks are known for their slow, deliberate movements, which contrast with their immense power, making them both awe-inspiring and humbling to witness. Such encounters remind us of how vital it is to protect these ecosystems from overfishing and environmental degradation. It is genuinely mind-boggling to contemplate the extraordinary life forms that make their home in the water. The ocean is such a vast and mysterious environment, and these animals have adapted and thrived in their underwater habitats, demonstrating the tremendous resilience and flexibility of life on our planet. Despite the seemingly infinite expanse of water, one particular shark stands out. Known for its remarkable characteristics, the shark that lives in the hornet breach is a fascinating topic. Its features set it apart from other members of its taxonomic group, making this species undeniably intriguing. Number 2. Shark turns table on fisherman. It appears we have been dealt a bad hand. A hungry shark decided to give a spear fisherman a taste of his own medicine when it attempted to eat him instead of one of the fish he had speared. During their exploration into the depths of Australia, Brad Vail and his team of underwater explorers encountered a gigantic shark measuring 1.524 meters in length. The situation quickly escalated as the shark circled Brad with increasing intensity, each pass coming closer than the last. Its powerful movements stirred up clouds of sand, reducing visibility and adding an element of suspense to the already tense encounter. Brad, determined to maintain his composure, used his spear to gently push the shark away, a move that seemed to only pique the predator's curiosity. At one point, the shark lunged with its jaws wide open, a sight Brad later described as the most terrifying yet fascinating moment of his life. What can you say to such an unexpected party guest? It seems this individual has spent the past 2 years using his spear as a substitute for a magic wand to keep all the fish at bay. Unfortunately, it appears the effect of his magic has worn off, and he is now resorting to some good old-fashioned prodding. Little did he know that the adorable creature he was praising was actually a stealthy predator waiting in the shadows, poised to strike at any moment. The wetsuit Brad was wearing only suffered a small puncture, but the scare will leave his heart racing for quite some time. Number 1. Shark attack at 57 meters in Papua New Guinea. While diving at a depth of over 57.912 meters, a couple of divers caught a moment on camera that they would never forget. A silver reef shark appeared out of nowhere and attacked one of the divers while they were in the water. This particular species of shark typically reaches a length of up to 10 feet and is known to be highly aggressive. It also weighs a lot, with females typically heavier than males. Its nose is the most pointed of any of the other reef sharks to which it is related. The typical weight of one of these sharks is 170.097 kilograms. The patterns on its fins are silvery white, which makes it easy to differentiate from other species of shark. This particular shark is infamous for intense battles with other sharks and is known to compete fiercely for food. When aroused, these sharks exhibit aberrant bending of their bodies and are well known for their ability to perform rapid and defensive dives. They can descend just as quickly as they ascend. This video is evidence of how quickly things can change and demonstrates how these sharks continue to keep divers on their toes. We've reached the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a comment below and give this video a thumbs up to show your support. Want to stay updated with our latest content? Hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified as soon as we upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.